Today we are going to see about the chemistry of garlic. When I say garlic, most of us we are reminded of the strong smell of garlic, and many of us we do not like the smell of garlic. Recently, there's an article which has come out in the Journal of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy stating that a compound called as diallyl disulfide in garlic is 100 times more potent than erythromycin or ciprofloxacin. So that makes the chemistry of garlic more interesting. So today we are going to see how the chemistry of garlic is going to change the way we are even going to cook a small South Indian recipe. So as I said, this is the structure of diallyl disulfide. This diallyl disulfide is a major contributor to the smell of garlic. But now we will see how this diallyl disulfide is formed. Now garlic has got a molecule which is called as allene. So this is the structure of allene. Allene is a chemical which is present in garlic, but allene is not antibiotic. We have to remember that allene is not antibiotic. But when we crush garlic, we know at home our parents they use a mortar and pestle. So when we crush garlic, you can see that a liquid oozes out. That liquid is an enzyme. That enzyme is called as allenase. This enzyme acts on allene, and in this structure you can see there is a encircled part. Okay, that part of allene is removed by this enzyme. So left hand portion we are getting one. So this left hand portion we are getting one portion of allene. So two such portions will combine together and they form a structure like this. So when a structure is formed, one H2O molecule is removed, one water molecule is removed, giving rise to what is called as allicin. So this is a structure of allicin. Allicin is a molecule which is highly antibiotic and which is more potent than ciprofloxacin. So actually what is happening in garlic, you have a chemical which is called as allene. Allene is not antibiotic, but when you crush it, an enzyme allenase comes out. It makes this allene, converts allene into allicin. Now allicin is really very antibiotic. Now the chemistry does not stop here, because this allicin molecule, when we heat it, when you heat it above 100 degrees C, what happens is it is unstable. It breaks up. Therefore, we should not heat allicin if you want the antibiotic effect of garlic. So the simple rule is that if you want the antibiotic effect of garlic, you should first pound it, only then the enzyme will come out. So you should not cut garlic or you should not grind garlic, but you should only pound it in a mortar and pestle, so that enzyme will ooze, convert allene into allicin, but do not heat allicin. Now when we talk of garlic, the first recipe which comes to our mind is, or at least to my mind, is a traditional South Indian lunch recipe which is called as rasam in Tamil or pepper water in English. So mostly in all South Indian lunch we have this rasam, and we know that our parents or grandparents they say that rasam is good for digestion, and that is usually given when we have a cough, cold or fever, because it soothes this cough or cold and tries to bring down the fever. And the reason is this, because during fever, when we take this allicin molecule, then it has got an antibiotic effect. So after knowing the chemistry behind this garlic, we should never heat rasam. So what we can do is, we have to take garlic, pound it, you get that enzyme, allene is converted into allicin. Then once when we add this garlic to rasam, you should not heat rasam. So that is the reason why when we make rasam, either tamarind water is used or a tomato puree is taken. So this should be boiled well with salt and other ingredients like pepper, cumin, asafoetida, and chili, etc. And after which, once it boils, we'll have to put off the flame. Chemistry of garlic in mind while cooking rasam, we will be able to exploit the antibiotic property of allicin and enjoy the antibiotic property of garlic to the fullest. That is also the reason why we say that we should not refrigerate rasam and heat it or preheat it and use while serving it. So knowing this chemistry, I hope that Next time when you think of rasam, you will also think of this allin allicin conversion, and we can enjoy the property, antibiotic property of allicin. Thanks for watching.